start with the manor when it was built and why there wasn't an auditorium put on at the time.
Well, Bruce, if we could go back to 1958 when the old manor was built, it was built with an auditorium, and it was enjoyed by all, and it was a wonderful asset. I worked at the old manor, and I can remember the auditorium. The new manor was built here in its present location in 1995, and unfortunately there was no auditorium built with the new manor, and the staff, the residents, the families all missed the auditorium in the old manor and everything that went with it. So there were several attempts to look at building an auditorium here at the manor, and they fell through over the years. And when I came on board in 2007, I took a look around and I realized there was a great deficit in not having an auditorium. And what I did was I looked around and tried to find a way that we can possibly build an auditorium that was economically feasible. And I looked in the back courtyard and realized that if we put one wall up and a roof up, that maybe we can do this auditorium for under $1 million. And I brought my idea forward to the foundation, and they were very enthusiastic about it. And we proceeded to look into possible costs at that time, and it looked like we could build it for under $1 million, and we got the ball rolling. Shortly thereafter, there was Infrastructure Ontario funding that was available, and the county was kind enough to support us and give us money towards the auditorium. And as well, the foundation agreed to pay a portion towards the auditorium as well, and through fundraising. So we were very fortunate, and also I have to mention that the City of Pembroke also contributed along with the county Infrastructure Ontario money, and that was the seeds that got the ball rolling. And here we are now in 2011, and this March our auditorium.
At the beginning of the project back in September when we had the groundbreaking ceremony, a nice, beautiful, sunny day, and must have been a proud moment for you and the foundation and all the staff here at the manor.
Yes, it was, and as you know, there was a lot of people here, a lot of dignitaries, county officials, and everybody was very excited and very happy. You know, at the end of the day, what we're here for is the residents of Bonnechere Manor, and there was a few residents that spoke, and I believe it was Peter English that spoke so well about the need for the auditorium and all the benefits.
We worked very strong as a team to get it to the stage where we could put out the RFP, and we asked for folks to give us their best rendition of what our auditorium could look like. And at that point in time, Sullivan and Sons teamed up with Barry J. Robyn and Associates, Wendy Brawley, and what they've done is applied their talents to developing the project that's underway. It started with sort of tearing down this lovely garden area that we had at the back of the property. But as we can all see now, with the walls going up, the interior, you can actually stand inside this space now and see how wonderful it's going to be for the residents at Bonnechere Manor. What's been great for us is that Chris McMahon from Sullivan and Son, as well as Vince Daou, who's the site superintendent, have been absolutely fantastic to work with. The third member of that triad is Ron McKay. He's from Robyn and Associates, and Ron catches everything that happens. What we wanted to do is to have the opportunity for a stage. In the old manor, pre the auditorium here, the stage was a piece of 3/4-inch plywood laying on the floor. This stage is elevated to the point where ergonomically the sight lines for the residents are going to be phenomenal. We've actually got storage underneath the stage, which we lack storage in this facility, for chairs and tables, so that when there's different types of events on, we can make sure that the space is cleared out, so we're taking optimum.
We have members who were past chairs of the Bonnechere Manor Auxiliary. We have business leaders in the town, people who have businesses, people who have worked here at the Bonnechere Manor in the nursing program, and just family members. I walked into the meeting late one night 4 years ago, and they said, "Here comes a new chairman." And I looked around and said, "Are you talking about me?" They said, "Yes, you're late, so we just had our election. You're the new chair." So it's been a long 4 years, but last couple of years it's been great working with the people who've come together to be the Bonnechere Manor Foundation.
Thus far, we've raised $331,000 towards this project. Now, initially, the foundation had committed to raising $324,000. We've now met that goal. The county's asked us to raise another $100,000, so we're now working towards that next $100,000 goal, and we've been able to do so through the support of our community. This could not be a project without the support of our wonderful, amazing donors. We've had over 2,000 individual donors and over 70 corporate sponsorships for this project. So it really comes back to this is a community project. There have been some in-kind. There's been a lot of in-kind that we weren't able to accept. So there would have been a lot more in-kind, but the building project could only take so many of those. So there has been some in-kind, but most of it has been actually in cash. Thank everyone so much for their support. This project, this auditorium, this dream becoming reality is for you. And enjoy.
I've seen them putting the roof on,
Yeah.
and I know there's 14 layers of stuff on the roof.
14 layers. How do you know that?
I've seen them because I counted traveling in that mud
Yeah.
and everything. Couldn't believe the mud. They'd walked in every day in the fall,
Yeah.
and it was fun. It'd be nice to be able to have your Christmas dinner in.
It seems like a long time when you're watching it, but it is progressing, and we hope by spring it will be available for us to use, and so that's good. It's something to look forward to. Certainly, we're all looking forward to it, and we know it will increase the activity here, and it will certainly enlighten us and give us more to enjoy.
Well, we've been doing this for 6 years, and our classes are gradually getting bigger. We've gone from, say, 8 up to 10 to 15, and some days we're even more. So we're always getting new clients coming in to try the art program. We are very, very limited in space. When you're talking about wheelchairs, you're talking about, being able to get into chairs and doing work and limited amount of everything. So we're looking for more space, actually.
Oh, sure. Yeah. We'll be able to garden. I'm already, there's a group of us that are planning on a garden group to help our young people that want to come in here from the schools. And that's going to help an awful lot for the community.
It'll be so good. It'll be just great because everybody will be able to come and enjoy it, and we'll be able to do a lot more activities, and there'll be no, we won't be as pressured to get things done because we know we have to eat and all that, and it'll be so much better. We should have had this done a long time ago, and now it's nice that it finally is happening. I'm just thrilled that we finally got
A pizza party in the cafe and in the corridor and in the chapel for the facility. One of the reasons the auditorium is going to make such a huge difference here at Bonnechere Manor is the fact that we won't be doing these activities anymore in the chapel and in the cafe. They can be utilized for smaller gatherings. The other thing is some of the other programs that they run are bingo and large gathering events, and they have to go upstairs. And what a lot of people don't realize is that every time there's a large activity on the second floor, we have to move the movable wall and all the furniture in that area, then have the activity, then clean up the area so that it's ready for dining at supper time. So lots of activity at Bonnechere Manor, and the auditorium is going to make a very large difference in that.
Well, the county is responsible for providing long-term care to residents in Renfrew County, and Bonnechere Manor is one of the homes that we fund, and very proud of it, along with Miramichi Lodge and Deep River. We have a satellite. We wanted to be able to provide the seniors there. This is their home, and we felt it would be really nice to have a place for them to be able to get together, entertain their families, and it's a beautiful addition to that home. The people live there, and it sure is nice. The community has kicked in along with County Council in making it happen. So we're very proud of the project. We've been able to recruit some terrific people that were able to do help with the fundraising, and the community, surrounding community, the whole of Renfrew County has kicked in and helped to make it happen. So we're very proud of that. It's always nice to drive by and see it all coming together. So opening day is a special day, and one that I guess
really you know, you take a look at Miramichi Lodge, and they have an auditorium in there. And when you go there for events, the county, and you take a look then at what the Bonnechere Manor had, and certainly it became high on the priority list to do something in that area. And certainly there's other, you know, like you mentioned, the roads and so on for priorities, Bruce, but at the same time, this fell right into one of the high priorities that should be done in Renfrew County. And as Warden, I was very pleased at the time to see this initiative get started and see it through the completion now. It's just wonderful to see exactly, and I think that was one of the importance that we had to look at from the start, that they really didn't have a place. If you wanted to come in with a group to entertain, you didn't have a good place to go. Now there is, Bruce, so I think that's going to be a tremendous help, and the residents will be looking forward to this, a lot more entertainment coming in, voluntary.
It's a tremendous advancement for the manor. I'm delighted as the current warden to see this move ahead. It's important to note that it's the 150th anniversary of the County of Renfrew, and you know, many of our residents are in fact the foundation of the County of Renfrew, are residents of the manor. So I think it's very important and it's special that we're going to see this auditorium.
The manor is my home, but it seems a dream. Number one in our books.
And the foundation. Tell me about the foundation.
It's another great gang of, or whatever you want to say, of people that get together, and they're so happy to do and see people go forward. Mm-hmm. And I'm happy to be associated with them.
Lots of different things.
One of our group here wondered what the first telethon would be like. And I said, don't worry about that, because Renfrew comes through. When they say they're coming through with it, they'll go over the top, and they sure did. These have been the wonderfulest bunch of pleasant people to work with in my life. And it just so makes me so happy. Our dream, my dear folks, and yours, are coming true, one cup at a time.